Hello everybody, this is Napa Fan here, and this is race number 3 in season number 4 of the NOFSRL Krispy Kreme Series. We're here at the Toledo Speedway in Toledo, Ohio. It's the Menard's 200 on this Friday night. And what better co-commentators to have in the Krispy Kreme Series, them two guys who do the other Krispy Kreme Series in the NR2003 community, the NIRA Krispy Kreme Series. I'm alongside Travis Crampton and Nathan Staplin here tonight. This is a short track, and passing can be a little bit difficult. We saw last week Austin Colano led every single lap at South Boston. Wade Lindell won the pole position earlier today. Do you think he's going to dominate this race and come home in victory lane, Travis?
You know, short tracks, if you're good at other ones, you are most likely going to be very good at this one. So, I think anyone has a shot because it is a short track, and you know we all know short track banging and bumping. So, if he can do it, great. If he can't, you know, it's short track racing, so it's not going to hurt him too much.
Well, this track is failing now, like I said, it is short track racing. Going to see some short track tempers and possibly some bumping ones. Tonight, track position might be important with the way that this track looks like with the banking in the turns, but it's going to be a good one here tonight. Friday night under the lights at a short track. How much better can it get?
And we'll have to see how it all goes down here in these 50 laps here at the Toledo Speedway. This is how they line up in the championship standings coming into tonight's event. Audra Baranowskis with a first and second place finish so far. 47 points towards the championship for her. Austin Colano, last week's winner, 8 points behind. Cody Silla's 10 points behind. Aaron Walpole, 14 points behind. And Christopher Alphaby, 17 points behind coming into tonight's event at the Toledo Speedway. And we're going to have to see how it all goes down. Wade Lindell starting on the pole position. He tied with Dylan Kroom for the fastest time in qualifying earlier today, but Wade Lindell with the tiebreaker as he has more points than the number 20 of Dylan Kroom coming into this event. Christopher Alphaby in the number 1 machine alongside the 06 of Tristan Allen. And we got Dale Salzman alongside our points leader Audra Baranowskis in row number 3. Cody Sill with a great run. Going to be starting 7th here tonight. He's alongside Thomas Troxel. Then you got the 22 machine of Juan Garcia starting alongside the 21 of Jonathan Logan. Everybody's rolling off here at the Toledo Speedway. 2 true rookies starting on the pole position here tonight. We had a true rookie win last week at the South Boston Speedway. We'll have to see if it happens again here in the Menard's 200. One of the traditional races here in the ARCA Racing Series. We'll have to see who gets it done here tonight. Wade Lindell, Dylan Kroom, or Green Flag Racing at Toledo. Lap 1 and a bonus point to Wade Lindell, but Christopher Alphaby right to the inside on the first lap of the event. And the first pass for the race lead since Daytona. Alphaby with the advantage and around. They're piling up in turn number 2. That is Dale Salzman and Cody Sill.
Some carnage in the back, but it looks like it's only a couple car crash going into turn 3 and 4.
Tough break for those drivers right there. Dale Salzman and Cody Sill both started in the top 10 for this race. They're going to fall to the end of the field after that accident early on here in the Menard's 200. And it looks like Cody Sill's going to come down the pit lane. That might end his night, and I would imagine Dale Salzman will do the same. Christopher Alphaby making the move on Wade Lindell for the race lead. No surprise to see Alphaby, who has some Napa fan experience coming into this series, get that jump on the inside lane. We'll have to see what he does in the rest of the event. But first, let's go ahead and see what happened to bring out the caution between Cody Sill and Dale Salzman. Dale Salzman, you see him cut down the backstretch right there on Cody Sill, and Cody Sill had absolutely nothing he could do Collecting Dale Salzman right there. Tristan Allen got a piece of this one. We really didn't see that initially. He's got some damage in the 06. And even Audra Baranowski slid up into Dale Salzman, but surprisingly, that was it. They cleared the field. And it could have been a lot worse than what it was, but still a lot of damage on Cody Sill and Dale Salzman's machines. I do believe that Salzman, at least, will be out of the race here at Toledo.
Okay, so Salzman came down onto Cody Sill and just up the track, nowhere to go with this track being so flat. Although Baranowski and Tristan Allen also got a piece of it. Short track racing at its finest here at Toledo already, as they tried going 3 wide into turn 3 and 4.
And you see right there, Audra Baranowski also lost a lot of ground. She started in the top 10 as well. She's outside the top 15. After that melee occurred right there. Christopher Alphabet, the race leader. Let's see what he does on the restart here in the Menards 200 at Toledo. Back here at the Toledo Speedway, Menards 200 action here on this Friday night. Happy October to everyone watching. First race of October here on Napa Fan in 2019. And Christopher Alphabet leading the field in the number 1 machine. You have Wade Lindell, Dylan Kroom, Tristan Allen gained some damage from that accident, but he's still running 4th. And the 22 machine, driven by Juan Garcia, rounds out the top 5. And both of those drivers still on the racetrack, on the lead lap, so all 22 guys still in this thing. Alphabet with the jump on the restart. We're back to racing in the Menards 200.
Single file right now until about 5th or 6th place back there. It's going to be interesting to see of how frequent passing will be here at Toledo. I think this is my first time ever commentating a race here at this track, so I don't know what to expect, but battle for second going on right now between, I believe that's the 34 and the 20.
Yep, Dylan Kroom finally getting the best of Wade Lindell. Remember, they tied for the pole position earlier today in qualifying, and Lindell had the advantage on Kroom for that position. But now Kroom running second ahead of the 34 with Christopher Alfby attempting to pull away. Now this place is very tight in the corners, and because of that these guys tend to slide up. It's very difficult to hit your marks through the corners here at Toledo, and we've been seeing the race leader move up the racetrack a little bit in this one so far. But Alfby's still holding on. Dylan Kroom trying to close in, and you got to remember too, Kroom's got a battle with everyone behind him, so it could be a breakaway win for the number 1. Somebody went up the racetrack. The 54 of Larry Hagan fell back there. And there is last week's winner, the 03 machine of Austin Colano, deep in the field. He dominated, led every single lap at South Boston last week. Not the case here tonight at the Toledo Speedway in the Menards 200. Christopher Alfby continuing the lead. Of course, the driver with the most laps led gets a bonus point towards the championship, and in a straight points championship, that means everything. Wade Lindell for second, back on Dylan Kroom.
Yeah, like you said, straight points championship, and that's what Christopher Alphabet is trying to do, is lead at least 26 laps in this race to get that good bonus point in the championship. And right now, it's looking pretty good for him. Just has to stay out front for 11 more laps. But 3 wide here at Toledo, man, that's tight.
And that is Tristan Allen. He is not up to speed with everyone else. Remember, he's got all that damage from the accident that occurred earlier on. And all these guys getting around him. That was the 11 machine of Victor Delgado got to the inside of him. And last year's champion, Ryan Kinger. Kinger has not had a good season so far. And then number 57 as the defending champion. And he's going to go around into Tristan Allen. And he's going to get hit by Austin Colano there, entering turn number 3, the second caution of the night here in the Menards 200 at Toledo. And it just got bad to worse for Tristan Allen here tonight in the 06 machine.
Yeah, Tristan Allen is just having a bad night here at Toledo. Tough way for him. Second crash of the night. And you mentioned about Richard Kinghart. I had to battle with Richard Kinghart last season.
Ryan Kinghart.
Ryan Kinghart. So many Kingharts. To try to defend my championship that I won in season 2. So, I know a little bit about the King Hosts, and I know that they are really good drivers, especially in the Krispy Kreme Series.
Of course, Richard Kinghart, the owner of Kinghart Family Racing in the Chick-fil-A Cup Series. Of course, they won the championship with Nathan Baird last year. We're not entirely sure who's going to be driving the 40, but they're going to be adding another car to their team next year. The 05 and John aren't going to be driving for them. So that's definitely a huge bit of news right there for that family right there. But they're not doing too good tonight with Ryan Kinghart. This entire season so far up to this point has been dismal for the number 57. Let's go ahead and see what happened to bring out the second caution of the night here in the Menards 200. And you see right here what happened to Ryan Kinghart. Slid up into Tristan Allen. And Allen actually had nowhere to go. I mean, Kinghart just came right up on him. And the number 9 of Mitch Hobbs at the inside of all that. He also had nowhere to go. Of course, I believe he avoided major contact with anybody. No! Tristan Allen came back up on him there. But he did not spin around. Only the 06 of Tristan Allen and the 57 of Ryan Kinghart went around the number 03 of Austin Colano. Last week's winner running right into the back of the 57.
So as you can see, just a little bit of contact between the 57 and the 06, and that just sent everyone around. Colorado nowhere to go, and Hobbs, St. Innocent, bystander, and all that. Just a tough rate, short track racing like they said, but at this short track, they tried going 3 wide, not entirely, but they tried going 3 wide, just clip the floor panel and around everyone went.
Christopher Alphabet continuing to lead here at Toledo. He's led the most laps so far, all but the first lap of this race, actually. We'll have to see if he can hold off Dylan Kroom and Wade Lindell behind him. Green flying back in the air after this from the Menards 200 at Toledo. We're back here at Toledo. Christopher Alfie doing a great job here tonight. I believe everyone is still in this race, including Ryan Kinghart, who was majorly involved in that last accident. And you see the damage on the 19 of Dale Salzman and the 06 of Tristan Allen. We've seen the accidents between those drivers so far in this race. Christopher Alphabet, and the number 1 has led every lap except the first one here tonight. Dylan Kroom, Wade Lindell, Juan Garcia, and the number 14 of Eric Miller rounding out the top 5. You got Aaron Walpole just outside the top 5. Looking to grab his first win in quite some time here in Appafan. It's been at least since 2016, I do believe, for the driver of the number 18 back to racing at Toledo. And Alphabet pushed it up the racetrack. Here comes Dylan Kroom for the race lead.
You mentioned about the, Aaron Walpole. I think I had to...
Oh, and around!
Oh,
Jonathan Logan in the 21. And into him hard, Tristan Allen in the 06.
And that's going to end his night.
And that will, in fact, end Tristan Allen's night here at Toledo. He's been involved in all 3 accidents so far. Cautioned back out, this time Dylan Kroom, the race leader at Toledo. 3rd different race leader of the night here in the Menards 200. It's shaping up to be a pretty interesting race here. We're not even halfway already. 3 cautions, just like last week. We had 3 cautions in the first half of the event, but we didn't have any in the second half. Maybe that'll be the case here tonight, but both of these drivers down the pit lane, and you can definitely infer that Tristan Allen will be done for the night here at Toledo after that one. Jonathan Logan also looks like he might be done. He might get that thing repaired. We're not entirely sure. Let's go ahead and quickly see what happened to bring out the 3rd caution of the night here in the Menards 200 at Toledo.
And as you can see, the 21 of Jonathan Logan just flat out gets dumped by Delgado, and Tristan Allen nowhere to go. Big shot into the side of the 21, nearly flips him. And Tristan Allen, at this point, you just feel so bad for him. Being in 1 crash is okay. That happens to everyone eventually. 2 crashes, you start to feel bad for him, but 3 crashes and the 3rd one taking you out, that just sucks for that entire 06 team here tonight, and especially for the driver of that 06.
Yeah, it's been a bad night for Tristan Allen here at Toledo, but I think he'll be done with this one. He'll be glad to go back home after this one here tonight. Dylan Kroom continuing to lead here at Toledo. As a matter of fact, he's only led a couple of laps so far, only the 3rd different leader of the race. Let's see what he does on the restart for the third time tonight at the Toledo Speedway in the Menards 200. We're back here at Toledo. Dylan Kroom now leading the race as he got around Christopher Alfie on that last restart, but the guy behind him is our pole sitter Wade Lindell, who's only led one lap in this one so far. Christopher Alfie is now third. Eric Miller, Juan Garcia, the top five, with Aaron Walpole back in there. And the 77 of Carter Friesen has found his way inside the top 10 with Victor Delgado, Ashland Boyd, and I believe he won this race in 2017, Brad Stover in the number 23. Dylan Kroom, the race leader. I believe we have now 3 drivers out. Noah Carrs with an issue. Did not catch what happened to him, but he's out of the race along with Tristan Allen and Jonathan Logan. Both of those drivers out of the race after that violent accident. Alphabet for second. Eric Miller almost got to the inside of him. Not going to happen for Miller, but Alphabet is going to get a run to the inside of Wade Lindell for second. And Alphabet does not want this race to slip away from him. Felt like he had a pretty good car today. He obviously showed as he was leading a majority of the event. And another yellow. Around goes Thomas Troxel.
Oh my goodness.
Good old Toledo Speedway. Madness out there tonight. Race back to the line. I thought the caution had already come out. They were racing back, and Alphabet got to the inside of Dylan Kroom. I honestly thought that was it. I thought the caution was out, and we didn't have an extra lap there, but in fact we did, and now it's Alphabet back up front here in the Menards 200.
I'm ask you something on that, fam. Is it a full moon tonight or what? 'Cause these guys are racing like this.
Most cautions of a race so far this season. The 4th one already here at the Toledo Speedway. And of course this track is known for having a lot of caution. This is the way this race usually is. Let's go ahead and see what happened quickly between Thomas Troxel and see how the lead changed with Christopher Alphabet. Well, you see what happened here, and Thomas Troxel just shot up in the Mitch Hobbs. Actually, Mitch Hobbs, I think, might have gotten clipped by Baranowskis and then came down on the 38. And while that was happening, this was the pass for the race lead. Dylan Kroom in the 20 held it, entering 3, and he went way up the racetrack, and Alphabet went to the inside and beat him at the line. A great job right there out of the number 1 of Christopher Alphabet to retake the race lead. Let's see what he does on the restart for the 4th one of the night here in the Menards 200. 4th restart coming up here at Toledo. 4 cautions already tonight. And we're only on lap 35 of 50. As a matter of fact, when we cross the line, it's only 15 laps to go, so it could easily go green to the end. But the longest green flag we've had all night, probably close to 7 or 8 laps. Not exactly an ideal race tonight, but it's been interesting up front. 3 different leaders, 4 lead changes in this race, so a lot of action going on out there at Toledo. Alphabet, Kroom, Miller, Lindell, and Juan Garcia, and my goodness, Alphabet just overshot the corner. He's going to come up on Dylan Kroom. They keep going.
Oh my
They
God.
keep going. No caution. But the 2 dominant guys of this race are out of it. And the race leader is Eric Miller, but Miller has a problem on the outside. Our pole sitter, Wade Lindell, takes it away. Aaron Walpole in the 18 way up the racetrack as Wade Lindell pulls away here in the Menards 200. Green flag still in the air. Eric Miller now battling with Aaron Walpole, but Alphabet overshot the corner. His night is going to end right there along with Dylan Kroom. Now Wade Lindell up the racetrack. Here comes Victor Delgado. He's up to 3rd. Eric Miller down to the inside. Caution back out. Race back to the line. Miller's going to take it away. Here comes Delgado in the number 11. But at the line, it's going to be the number 14 of Eric Miller winning the race back for our 5th caution of the night in the Menards 200, and that by far was the craziest green flag run we have seen all night. A couple of guys getting to the inside wall right there. It is getting extremely edgy out there for these guys here in the Menards 200.
I don't know if these tires are wearing out or what, but these guys, they were launching it all over the place during that short green flag one. Holy smokes.
I'm not entirely sure what brought out the yellow. But we've already reviewed quite a bit tonight. Check out and see who's out of the race. As long as it didn't knock anybody out, we're not going to review it. We saw what happened between Dylan Kroom and Christopher Alphabet. Both of those drivers now out of the race. Alphabet overshot turn number 2, hit the outside wall, came down, and then clipped back up in the Dylan Kroom while they were leading the race, and then all heck broke loose after that one. We saw a lot of lead changes going on right there. Wade Lindell could not hold on to it, and I mentioned earlier how they could not hold that inside lane to their advantage. They have been slipping up at this place all night long, and I don't believe it's over quite yet. Double check as they cross the line. All 17 guys that we expect to still be in this race are still in this race, so whatever caused the caution was not a major effect to who's going to win this event here tonight. Of course, it might be. It's going to give these guys a chance to calm down. Eric Miller going for his first career Napa fan win. Victor Delgado is right behind him. He has moved his way through the field exceptionally well here tonight. Behind him, Wade Lindell. He's led 2 separate times here tonight. Started on the pole, but it's just not been the best of runs for him. But his 2 biggest competitors, Christopher Alphabet and Dylan Kroom, are out of the race now. Juan Garcia has been in the top 5 pretty much this entire race. Brad Stover's moved his way inside the top 5. Aaron Walpole behind him. Larry Haggett is 7th. Ashland Boyd, Audra Baranowskis, and Carter Friesen in the top 10. Nathan, who do you think is going to win this thing? As I believe we're coming to 1 to go next time by.
At this point, I don't know. I think Audra Baranowskis might even have a chance all the way back there. It's been crazy out there tonight. It has to be a full moon, or it's just the way these guys are racing. But if these guys keep on racing like they were doing that last green flag one, laning it inches away from the outside wall, then we are in for one heck of a show towards the end of this race.
Well, we're 1 lap to go right here. It'll be 6 laps to go, so if we do get another caution, it will end the race, and there is a high possibility that will happen. What we have seen here tonight, an average at this point of a caution every 4.4... No, that's incorrect. We've had 5 cautions so far, so an average of a caution every 8.8 laps here tonight. That's including all of the yellow flag laps in this one, so very frequent yellows here tonight. This will be the last restart, regardless of what happens. Eric Miller, Victor Delgado, Wade Lindell, Juan Garcia, Brad Stover, green flag. 6 laps to go in the Menards 200. Eric Miller hoping to hold on. But like you mentioned, the tires are worn out. They're really having a hard time working this racetrack right now. Here comes Delgado. I think Delgado has the strongest car out here in the number 11 machine. We'll have to see what he can do on Eric Miller. Miller able to hold on to the race lead.
Sure, there's no pit stops, but these tires are still wearing out no matter what. These guys are running like inches against the wall towards the back of the field.
Another yellow, that's going to do it. Around going Audra Baranowskis, and Eric Miller is going to get it here tonight at Toledo. And we expected that to happen right there. Baranowskis going around with Ryan Kinghart. And I think we're all glad that this one is over here tonight at Toledo. 6 yellows in this 50-lap event. Twice as many as what we had last week. Oh boy. That's a little ridiculous now, isn't it?
Yeah, I think a lot of race teams and a lot of drivers are going to be paying up the paychecks a lot for the colors for the next race. Lots of torn-up race cars here in Ohio.
Number 77 right there, Carter Friesen. He's going to be out of the race, I believe. I don't know, he just wanted to check on it. He's going to follow the end of the field here. We saw Baranowskis go around there, and Eric Miller in the number 14 is going to come home with his first career Napa fan win in one of the wildest races we have seen in quite some time here on Napa Fan. We don't get a race like this very often, I should say, where we just kept caution after caution. You know, I'm alright with one every once in a while, so we're going to go ahead and stick with this one. 2 laps to go under caution. They will not get back to racing. But how about Eric Miller? He was the one who found his way to the race lead, took it away from everybody to get the win here in the Menards 200.
Yeah, I've never heard of Eric Miller before. Heck, I was struggling tonight with the names. Of course, me dealing with a head coach still. But I don't care. I just wanted to do this race. But congratulations to Miller, and can I just say I jinxed Bayer Nauskas on that restart. I said that she could win when all heck broke loose even more. Well, it did, but she was involved. And someone slow towards the back.
I think that's still Carter Friesen trying to figure things out in number 77. Only 17 drivers finishing here tonight. Carter Friesen will finish on the lead lap, I do believe. He did cross the line for the white flag, so he should be able to finish there. But in the 17th position, and number 20 of Dylan Crewman, Christopher Alfie, those two drivers definitely the biggest ones of the night. They were dominating this thing earlier on, and then they got involved in that accident. Didn't bring out a caution when they wrecked, however, so that was really interesting, because they kept on going straight. But right here, better not affect... Oh, man, it affected it. We're going to have to change that. But Eric Miller officially wins here at Toledo. And disregard that. That might be part of the reason why we go ahead and do what we do with the custom finishing results now. So you guys are going to go ahead and see the official results right there. Eric Miller, the race winner here at Toledo. Victor Delgado, a close second. A great run for Juan Garcia all night long. We didn't really see much of him in the lead, but he stayed in that top 5 pretty much this entire race. I believe Brad Stover finished behind him in the 4th position. In the 4th position, and then it was the number 18 of Aaron Walpole. I don't have it up right now. You guys will see it, or you guys do see it on your screen at the moment. But that's going to do it right there from the Toledo Speedway.
A wild one, indeed. It was definitely a weird race, but I thought it was going to happen, because that's how a lot of the short tracks are on the 2003, and this race and this track was no exception to that at all. But still, a win is a win to a guy that I've never heard of before. Congratulations to Eric Miller getting the win here tonight at Toledo.
So Eric Miller, Victor Delgado, Brad Stover actually finished in the 3rd position with Juan Garcia and Aaron Walpole the top 5, so I do apologize for not getting it correct there. What we have at the moment is very inaccurate because of Carter Friesen jumping the field there. He will go to the end of the longest line. He'll finish 17th officially. With that, you guys will see the points. I won't be able to describe them to you, mainly because I have to go back in and edit the finishing results in the file, so... Don't know who the points leader is right now as I'm talking to you, but you can see who the points leader is right there, and they definitely got a good advantage at this point after all that happened here tonight. They come out of this race, the points leader, I should say, definitely a huge thing. Next week, or should I say 2 weeks from now, we're off next week in the Krispy Kreme Series. 2 weeks from now at the Charlotte Motor Speedway, the Cabarrus County 150. It shouldn't be as wild as this one. Let me just say that. We're looking forward to see how it all goes down there at the Charlotte Motor Speedway. First ever time we've gone to Charlotte in the Krispy Kreme Series, so looking forward to see how it all goes down there. And 2 weeks from now, Thursday, it's a Thursday night race, at 8 p.m. Eastern Time that Thursday, 2 weeks from now. But thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you, Nathan, for joining me. We'll go ahead and get out of here so that we can... let you go off and do something more productive. Thank you guys so much for watching. Congratulations to Eric Miller for winning here at Toledo, and we will see you guys tomorrow at 11 a.m. Eastern for the Lily Trucking 200 from Atlanta. I will see you guys later.
Bye.